The vet said that somebody shot her in the jaw. I am.
I opens the carrier door, and the way she looked at me, I knew something terrible had happened to her. Her eyes were filled with fear, but there was something else too, a tiny spark of hope that maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. The rescue call came on a Tuesday morning. Someone found her hiding under a porch, bleeding and terrified. When I arrived at the location, I could see her trembling in the corner. She wouldn't let anyone near her. It took me 45 minutes just to get close enough to see the damage. And what I saw made my blood run cold. Her jaw was shattered. There was dried blood around her mouth and neck. This wasn't an accident. This was intentional. I carefully wrapped her in a blanket and rushed to the emergency vet. During the drive, she just stared at me with those big, sad eyes. She didn't like a sound, not a whimper, not a cry. It was like she had given up on expecting anything good from humans. The vet's words hit me like a truck. Somebody shot her, twice. Once in the jaw, once near her skull. Both bullets missed her brain and eye by centimeters. It's a miracle she's alive. A miracle. That's what he called it. But looking at her broken body, it felt more like a curse. How could anyone do this to such an innocent Nafreacher? I'm still watching, and I notice you haven't subscribed yet. That really makes me sad, because sharing these rescue stories means everything to me. If you love animals and want to see more transformations like this, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us save more lives like hers. Surgery was scheduled for the next morning. They had to reconstruct her jaw and remove bone fragments. The recovery would be long and painful. That night, I brought her home to my place. Just temporarily, I told myself. She needed a quiet space to rest before surgery. I set up a soft bed in my bedroom, but she wouldn't go near it. Instead, she crawled under my desk and stayed there for hours. I sat on the floor nearby, talking to her softly, letting her know she was safe now. Around midnight, something changed. She slowly crawled out and rested her head on my lap. My heart broke into a million pieces. This girl who had every reason to hate humans was giving me a chance. The surgery took 4 hours. When I picked her up the next day, her face was swollen and she had stitches everywhere. The vet said she couldn't eat solid food for weeks. I'd have to hand feed her a special liquid diet through a syringe. For the first few days, she was terrified of everything. The sound of a door closing would send her into panic mode. She'd hide behind furniture whenever someone walked too fast. My other 2 dogs, Max and Luna, sensed something was different about her. They approached her carefully, sniffing gently, giving her space. And then something beautiful happened. Max, my golden retriever, laid down next to her and just stayed there. He didn't try to play or get her attention. He just stayed. And for the first time since the rescue, I saw her tail move. Just a tiny wag, but it was there. I named her June, after the month I found her, and because I wanted her to have a fresh start. Over the next few weeks, June slowly began to trust me. She'd follow me from room to room, always keeping a safe distance, but never letting me out of her sight. Feeding time became our bonding ritual. I'd sit on the floor, and she'd carefully take the syringe from my hand, her eyes locked on mine, as if asking, "Is this really okay? Am I allowed to eat?" Every single time, it destroyed me. What kind of life had she lived before this? The breakthrough came 3 weeks after her surgery. I was sitting on the couch, watching TV, when June jumped up next to me. Not tentatively, not scared, She just jumped up and curled into a ball against my leg. I didn't move. I barely breathed. I just let her be there, feeling safe for maybe the first time in her life. Max and Luna joined us, creating this perfect little cuddle puddle. And that's when I knew. I couldn't let her go. This wasn't temporary anymore. June was home. As her physical wounds healed, her personality exploded. Turns out, beneath all that trauma was the goofiest, silliest, most mischievous beagle I'd ever met. She learned how to open cabinet doors and would steal food right off the counter. She'd zoom around the backyard at full speed, her ears flopping wildly, making these hilarious howling sounds that beagles are famous for. She became obsessed with my shoes. Not to chew them, but to sleep with them. Every night, she'd grab one of my sneakers and take it to her bed like it was a teddy bear. The transformation was unbelievable. The scared, broken dog I rescued was now leading the pack, bossing around Max and Luna, demanding belly rubs, and living her absolute best life. But June still carries her scars. She has a permanent hole in her nasal palate from the bullet damage. She snores loudly because of it, a constant reminder of what she survived. Some sounds still trigger her. Fireworks send her into a panic. Loud voices make her flinch. She'll probably always have these reactions, and that's okay. She's not broken. She's a survivor. My hope for her future is simple. I want her to forget what cruelty feels like. I want every day to be filled with love, treats, belly rubs, and adventures with her siblings. I want her to know that she'll never be abandoned again. Looking back at that first day when I opened the carrier and saw those fearful eyes, I never imagined we'd be here. I thought I was just rescuing the dog. But the truth is, June rescued me too. She taught me about resilience, forgiveness, and the incredible capacity for healing that exists in all of us. Every time she wags her tail, every goofy zoomie around the yard, every stolen shoe, it's all a middle finger to whoever tried to end her life. They failed, she won. And now she's living proof that love is stronger than cruelty, that second chances are real, and that even the most broken souls can find their way home. So here's my question for you. Do you believe animals can truly forgive humans after experiencing trauma like this? Or do you think they just learn to trust again out of necessity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think.